Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Adara and today we're going to be doing something fun. So it is the 2nd of December. I am really excited because I want to pick my December TBR. And last month I did it with tarot cards, which was really fun. And I'll give like a little update on my November TBR at the end of this. But this month I let my best friends decide. And you know how your best friends are always the people who are slightly mean to you? That comes through. And the only two leftovers from November TBRs, the Prison Healer and the Do-Over. And then kind of betting on you because I read half of it and then DNF'd it. I am unsure if it's a soft DNF or a hard DNF, but time will tell. But I'll just put these back on the shelf. Great, let's go through them one by one. I'm bringing my iPad out because you are my phone. I sent my physical TBR Goodreads list into the group chat. And then I was like, okay, everyone please pick 2 books. And some had an easier time to choose than others. We start out with Is, who chose Six of Crows. And it's my edge painted version, which is very exciting. And she chose The Starless Sea, but changed her mind and chose Children of Fallen Gods instead. I'm so excited about this one. The next person who chose was Julia. And she chose Two Twisted Crowns and A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, which is also an edge paint version. These colors so far are really black, white, and red. Let's see how long that lasts. Then Mel chose to be slightly annoying and choose the 3rd book in a series I haven't read. We are sadly degrading this down to reading the first one, which puts the Prison Healer back on my TBR. There went that color coding. The second one she chose is Funny Story by Emily Henry. And I'm really excited about this one as well. Laurie then chose. And Laurie chose this gorgeous book, which is Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. And then she was being annoying too, and then she chose Mistborn. And as excited as I am to read this book, it is so fat. It's 630 pages, and it's just, I think it's just because it looks so fat that it seems kind of daunting. But that's actually the entire TBR. I'm honestly really happy with the selection we ended up with because we have a bit of a variety, even though most of them are leaving fantasy with. Maybe we don't have a variety. 6 of these are fantasy, and then 2 of them aren't. Then we have 1 romance, and then we have a mystery, which is also a bit of a romance, I think. But let's go through them real quickly. So we have Mistborn, which is the first series in the Mistborn series, which is my first Brandy Sandy book. And I'm honestly really excited about it. I know nothing. I was about to say next to nothing about Mistborn, but I think we can just degrade it to nothing. I think there's some kind of cool magic system. And of course some kind of overlording government of some kind. And that's the extent of my knowledge on it. The next one is Emily Wilde's Map of the Otherlands. And this is actually the 2nd book in the series of the Emily Wilde series. The first one being Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies, which to be fair, it didn't rate that highly, but I'm excited. I was excited and intrigued enough by the world to want to give it another go. So we have that one on there. The next one is Prison Healer, which if I remember right is a bit of a tournament has to survive thing, where the main character is the prison healer and then there's some kind of queen she has to save. I know very little, but I've had it on my shelf for a while, so I'm honestly excited to see what it's about. And we have A Good Girl's Guide to Murder, and this is one of the books that I have been excited for a while to actually want to get into, and I've had it on my shelves for a while, so I'm actually really excited to have it on the TBR. The next one is Two Twisted Crowns, and I actually just finished One Dark Windows, and I just know that the 2nd book is going to be even better than the first one, so this one might be one of the first ones I pick up. Then we have Six of Crows, and Six of Crows honestly scare me a bit, and the reason is that I have heard about it from everyone. This is actually even my boyfriend's book, and he loved it. And he's usually not a reader, and I know if he loves something, it's usually because the quality of it is quite high. So it's on there, and I'm hoping for the best. Then we have Children of Fallen Gods, and I'm honestly so excited about this one. I also just finished the first one, which is Daughter of No Worlds, and I absolutely loved it. I think I gave it a 5-star. I know I gave it a 5-star. And I really think that the 2nd one will be too, but let's see. Then we have Funny Story. And Funny Story is a little bit different because I don't always have the best relationship with Emily Henry. It's not because it's bad, it's just because I don't usually give her books that high of a rating. I think I read 2 and one was 3 and one was 3.5, I think. So it's a very middle of the road author for me, which I know is a hot take for a lot of people. But yeah, those are the books we got chosen this month. And then I thought we could do a little wrap up of last month as well. I don't remember the specific order, but we started out with getting The Prison Healer, I think, which I didn't end up reading. Then we got The Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon, which I ended up reading and giving, I think it was a 3.25, so not bad, not impressive. Then we had Love of My Afterlife, and that was different, and that's because it had so much secondhand embarrassment and interesting choices that I just couldn't fully get into the story because it kept embarrassing me and making me feel uncomfortable. And I think I ended up giving that one 2 stars. Then we had Bride by Ellie Hazel, and that one was a banger. I ended up giving it 5 stars, no doubt about it, and I immediately want more in that universe. Then we had Betting on You, and Betting on You was a DNF. I'm still unsure if it's a soft DNF or a hard DNF, but I still have it on my shelf at least. And then I'll see what I end up doing with it, because it just had too many uncomfortable themes and uncomfortable people that I don't think I would ever hope for anything good. That's so mean. That's not what I mean. That can't be what I mean. That I don't want to read about them. That sounds better. The do-over we also got, but I didn't end up reading it. And we had Daughter of No Worlds, and Daughter of No Worlds was a banger as well. I think I ended up giving it a 5 star, but it might be one of the books that like slowly over time becomes a 6 star. But right now we settled it on a 5 star. But I'm so excited to read the next one in the series, and that's why I'm so happy we got it for this month. Then we had The Dead Romantics, and The Dead Romantics was equally a banger and a disappointment. That's because I had the most fun reading it, but the last 30 pages just disappointed me so badly. There was supposed to be this really good ending that you felt like was a good conclusion, and it dragged out, and it wasn't it. What did we give it? 4 stars? And I think I'm sticking with that as well. But you will most likely see, I don't know how many of them I'll get through this month, but you will most likely see at least some of these in the coming videos. And I'm really excited to figure out with you what I think about them. So thank you for hanging out with me. I'll see you in the next one.